down, 6-12, not really hitting the shots that we wanted to, not being as aggressive. We just need that. It could be anybody's night in the playoffs. The ultimate goal is just to get a W at the end of the game. Doesn't matter how you do it. So I think that having the luxury of having him and as well as other veterans, but, everyone filling in around that, I felt pretty confident. I wasn't really hitting that many shots in the first half as well, so to have that, kind of be sustained by him, just being aggressive and knocking down shot really helped us.
Hi, Kyrie, Bill Burt, CNHI Sports Boston. Can you talk, you just mentioned attitude. You guys seem to have an attitude defensively. I don't know if it's been there all year, but it was here tonight. It's a playoff game. Mm-hmm. Did you feel it? Did you feel it coming into this game that this kind of effort was coming?
Yeah, I expected it. I just think that just on the offensive end, there was going to be some things that were going to happen. But defensively, I knew that our length, our versatility were going to be a positive for us, especially in this series. We know them very well. We played them 4 times throughout the year. We know each other pretty well. So defensively, I knew we were going to be in the right spots. And it was just matching that effort and being smart about it, knowing who we wanted to gap off of and really just focusing on the game plan, just doing the right things.
Front row, Adam, please.
Adam Himmelsbach with the Boston Globe. Brad talked about kind of the importance of having a game like this where things don't go well and kind of force guys to come together and see what it takes. Obviously, you've been through a lot of these. What's kind of the value in having a game like this where it's difficult, but then you also come out with a win?
Well, I think that experience, firsthand is always the best teacher, and you come out and you don't shoot particularly well. You come in at halftime, I think we're down 6 or 7. Throughout the regular season, we've been in positions like that, and the energy coming in and the attitude. We just had to turn that page. It's the next play mentality. We weren't shooting well, we weren't doing the right things, but, it's a series. So we come out any time in the game, runs can happen. Anyone can come in and make an impact, and it just doesn't, like I said, just doesn't have to be on the offensive end. Defensively, we all can be in the right spots for each other and really impact and manage the game the way we want to and control the pace. We know how physical they're going to be. We know that they're going to reach down, they're going to slap down. They have incredible defenders on their team. They use their length very well. They control, the paint. And those guys are very communicative, so we just got to do the right things. But getting all those jitters out for the first game is just, I'm always happy just to get the feel-out game out of the way. And just now you can really see where you can improve and where you can take advantage of the weak spots.
Jared Weiss from The Athletic. Kyrie, in the last couple games, a lot of their game plan was trying to kind of chip you with screens to try to take you out of the play. But tonight you were able to fight over every single time, it seemed like, and had a different level of tenacity. What was your approach coming to the game, and what did you see tonight?
Just to set an example for myself, first and foremost, just to go out there and really throw myself in there. And obviously, I appreciate the compliment, but I definitely wasn't over every screen. And for me, I just try to really be aggressive on the ball, be in the right spots. I had some costly fouls here and there that could have gone either way, but I just want to stay aggressive and really be the head of the snake and stay aggressive on the ball. So defensively, I know that's where we make our mark, and when we're going out in transition and getting stops, that's when we're at our best.
Joseph Pavone, WEEI, CLNS Media. Kyrie, the start of the third quarter, heading into the second half, was there some kind of discussion at halftime? What was your approach heading into it that led to that huge run in the third quarter?
No, not really a big discussion. Just I think that we understand the position that we're in. It's no time to really hamper on the mistakes that happened in the first half. At this point, it's really just next thing. What's the next thing that we can impact the game? What's the next thing that we got to do to be more locked in? And when you have that type of mentality, then it's no time to be fixated on all the mistakes. So it's been positive. Didn't really need to discuss anything at halftime. We know offensively that probably was the worst half that we played all season. And despite the game, the field goal percentage, I think we ended like 36%. So to be in a dogfight like that, and I don't know, did we score 90 points? No. So, and I've been in a few playoff games where I've been on both ends, but, that's where the really gritty individuals make their mark. And, just the focus level on the game plan really comes to ultimate level. And we depend on each other that much more. And when you're in the trenches like that, just continue to get stops, and you always are in the game, no matter what. In the playoffs, you're always in the game. Any run at home, on the road, you're always in the game if you keep playing the right way and just keep trusting it. Yeah.
Final 2 questions.
Hi, Kyrie. It's Seals, WGBH News. You talked about getting the jitters out in Game 1 earlier. We saw several teams yesterday lose Game 1 at home. When you have home court advantage, how important is it to get that first game and get that win on your home court?
Well, it's very important. But I think it's important not to put so much pressure on, just that first game. Everyone loves to kind of start making their predictions after a Game 1, kind of break down. But when you look back at it and you see some of the mistakes and some of the things that you can correct going forward, I think that can really make a huge impact for the players in the locker room, at home. And we know that those teams are going to come out and play. They're going for it. So, still one, that's always like a away team's dream. But as a home team, you have a lot of pressure to go out there and perform in front of your home fans. And I think that it's always a level up, that you expect yourself to go to, and especially the first game at home. And you want to play well, but sometimes it just doesn't happen like that, and you got to recalibrate, regroup, and go back after. It's a series for a reason. So it's no reason to panic and really start paying attention to what's going on in that locker room.
Final question, John.
John Corrales, MassLive.com. When two teams play each other as much as you guys have and will, especially as physical as you're getting, things can boil over, emotions can get hot. Mm-hmm. And it happened tonight with Jalen. You were there kind of talking to Jalen, calming him down, it seemed like. Can you speak to what the emotions are like in a series like this and what you were saying in that moment to Jalen to calm him down?
I'm like, we're in a long series with these guys. Like, and the emotions can get the best of you, but, once you settle in, you let all that go, then it's time to move on to the next thing. Guys are getting pushed, guys are getting fouled. We understand the magnitude of the moment, and you can't let the moment get too big for you, no matter if, I hate to say this, if someone pushes you down, but it's like you got to get them back somehow, some way on another end or another game and just save it and really perform at that next level. That's the maturity of this league. We all have instances where we're challenged and things don't go our way, and it's how you respond, and that's the most important thing. So JB had the right to, do what he did, but after that, they shoot a technical, and, I just think about the circumstances if they were different. If it was a 4-point game, if it was a 3-point game, and that stuff happens, then it could change the whole momentum of a game. And instead of being up, 5 comfortably with 5 minutes left to go in the game, now you're down 4. They're up 4, we're up 4, and just anything can happen. So in that moment, I just like, JB, you're good. We understand your frustration, but now it's just time to move on to the next thing. So that's always going to be my advice for everything throughout these series. It's like anything can happen, anything can impact the game. You never know. So control what you can control and just go out there and perform.
Thank you, Kyrie.